The blackness of space was deep and silent. Stars flickered far away like tiny lamps in the dark. Among those stars, a small alien ship moved slowly, far from its home world. This ship belonged to the Kylari, a proud and curious alien race, known for exploring strange worlds. Their mission was clear: find new life, new planets, and new secrets. Commander Vrak stood on the ship's bridge. His eyes were sharp, scanning the screen in front of him. The ship had just found something unusual. A planet, blue and green, spinning quietly in the middle of a quiet star system. The planet looked perfect for life. But what surprised the Kylari was not the planet itself, it was the strange signals coming from its surface. "Commander, the scanners detect unusual energy readings on the planet," said Lyra, the ship's science officer. Her voice was calm but curious. Vrak leaned closer. "Unusual? How so?" Lyra tapped on the console. "There are signs of advanced technology, but the planet is supposed to be uninhabited by any known spacefaring species. The signals are old, but they still have power." Vrak frowned. The Kylari had scanned thousands of planets. Most were empty or filled with simple creatures that hatched from eggs or spores. But this one was different. "Prepare the long-range scanner," Vrak ordered. "I want a full scan of that technology." The ship hummed as the scanner powered up. Slowly, images appeared on the screen. Strange shapes, metal objects half buried in the soil. The shapes looked like machines, but very old. "What is this?" asked one of the junior officers. Lyra's eyes widened. "It looks like a war relic, but no records in the galaxy mention this kind of technology." Vrak's mind raced. "Send the data back to the Council. They must see this." As the message was sent, the Kylari ship moved closer to the planet's orbit. From far above, the Poof V planet was beautiful, oceans, green lands, and white clouds swirling in the sky. But beneath that beauty lay secrets that could change everything. The Council was a group of the wisest aliens in the galaxy. They ruled space exploration and made decisions for all. When the Council received the data, they called an emergency meeting. In a grand hall, glowing with soft blue light, the Council gathered. Elder Zorn, the oldest member, spoke first. "This planet is unlike any we have seen. Its technology is ancient, but powerful. It does not match any known race." Another elder, Mara, added, "And the life on this planet. We detect no eggs, no spores, no hatching. Their life cycle is a mystery." Zorn nodded slowly. "We must learn more. Send a team to investigate. But be careful. We do not know what we will find." The order was clear. A small team of explorers prepared to travel to the mysterious planet. They boarded a sleek ship designed for stealth. The team was led by Commander Vrak himself. As they approached the planet's surface, the team was amazed by its beauty. Vast forests stretched below, rivers flowed like silver ribbons, and animals moved in the wild. But the technology was the real mystery. Deep in a hidden valley, the team found a large, broken machine. It was covered in strange symbols, glowing faintly. Lyra touched the machine carefully. "This is not just old tech. It's alive in a way. It has energy flowing through it." Suddenly, the ground trembled. The team jumped back as a hidden door opened slowly. Inside, they saw something they never expected, a large chamber with walls covered in images of humans. "Humans?" One of the explorers whispered. "Yes," said Lyra. "These are humans. But this species is not known to us. They do not hatch. From eggs, they are born alive." The team's confusion grew. All life the Kylari knew came from eggs or spores. But humans were different. Strong, alive, and ready from the moment they were born. Suddenly, a voice echoed in the chamber. "You should not be here." The team spun around. Standing at the entrance was a human, tall, calm, and wearing strange armor. His eyes were sharp, but there was no fear. "I am Captain Marcus," he said. "You have entered Earth, the home of humanity." The Kylori team froze. This was their first contact with humans, and the humans were nothing like they expected. Marcus, step forward. You thought all life hatches from eggs, but humans are born. We grow strong and fast. We survive because we fight and learn. The team's leader, Vrak, asked cautiously, "Why did you not answer our signals?" "Why hide?" Marcus smiled slightly. "Because the galaxy fears us. You do not understand humans. We are different. You will learn the truth soon." Suddenly, alarms sounded across the valley. Lights flashed. The human captain looked serious. "They have detected you," Marcus said. "Prepare for defense." The Kylori team scrambled back to their ship. As they lifted off, the planet below came alive. Huge machines moved in the distance, and strange warships rose from hidden bases. From space, Vrak watched in shock. Earth was not weak or primitive. It was dangerous, more than they had ever imagined. The human voice came through the ship's cum. "You are warned. Leave now, or face the consequences." Vrak stared at the glowing planet below. The discovery of Earth had changed everything. The alien ship hovered silently above the blue and green planet. The Kylori explorers were tense. Their first meeting with the humans had been unlike anything they expected. The strange planet, called Earth by its people, was full of surprises. The ancient machines, the living warships, and the powerful humans, all were beyond the Kylori's understanding. Commander Vrak looked out the viewport. The vast lands and oceans stretched below like a painting. But this time, the mission was more dangerous. They had already seen the humans were not weak. Now they wanted answers. "Prepare the landing team," Vrak ordered. "We must speak with the humans directly, no more hiding." The team nodded, their faces serious. They had trained for contact, but nothing could prepare them for what awaited. Landing zone was a quiet forest clearing. The team's small shuttle touched down softly. As the door opened, a cool breeze moved through the trees. The Kylori stepped out, their eyes scanning carefully. Suddenly, a figure appeared from the shadows, tall, strong, and calm. It was Captain Marcus again, the human they met before. "Welcome back," Marcus said, voice steady but full of power. "You want answers. I will give you some." The team exchanged glances. This human was unlike any creature in the galaxy. He moved with confidence, his armor shining faintly. Marcus led them to a nearby camp. Around a fire sat other humans, soldiers, scientists, and leaders. They watched the aliens carefully, but without fear. Vrak stepped forward. "Captain Marcus, your technology is advanced. Your strength is unlike anything we know. Tell us, what is the truth about your species?" Marcus nodded. "You believe all life hatches from eggs or spores, right?" "That's what your records say." "Yes," Lyra replied. "It is how life has always been." Marcus smiled faintly. "Not for humans. We are born alive. We grow inside our mothers for months. When we come out, we cry, we breathe, and we fight. To survive. We do not wait for shells to crack or spores to grow. We are ready." The aliens looked confused. "How could life be so different?" Marcus continued. "We evolved to live in harsh conditions. Our ancestors survived wars, disasters, and enemies. We became strong, fast, and smart because we had to. Life on Earth is not easy." Lyra asked, "What about your technology? How did you build such powerful machines?" Marcus's eyes darkened. "Our technology is part of us. We use our minds and bodies together. We build machines that think like us. Our warships are alive in a way, powered by human will and strength." Vrak looked around at the humans in the camp. "But why hide? Why not reach out peacefully?" Marcus's face grew serious. "Because many species fear us. They see us as monsters because we don't follow their rules. We don't hatch from eggs. We don't have natural weaknesses. We fight back always." The aliens felt a chill. This was more than they imagined. Humans were not just another race, they were a force of nature. Suddenly, a loud noise came from the forest edge. Everyone turned. A squad of human soldiers ran into the clearing, weapons raised. Aliens detected near the border. One shouted. Marcus raised his hand. Calm, these are our friends for now. The Kylari team looked around. The humans had weapons, but their eyes showed no hatred. Instead, there was respect, caution, and readiness. Captain Marcus, Vrak said. We want to learn. Teach us your ways. Show us why humans are so feared. Marcus nodded. It will not be easy. The galaxy is dangerous. But if you listen, maybe we can change the future. Over the next hours, Marcus and his team explained more. Humans were born strong, but had weaknesses too. They trained hard, fought hard, and never gave up. Their bodies healed quickly, and their minds could adapt to anything. The aliens watched videos of human history, great wars, survival against extinction, and endless battles with creatures far worse than themselves. This is why we hide. Marcus said, because if the galaxy saw our full strength, they would try to destroy us before we even begin. Vrak felt a new respect. Humans were not simple life forms. They were survivors, fighters, and a mystery the galaxy had yet to solve. As night fell, the Kylari team prepared to return to their ship. But a new message came through the comm, an alert from orbit. Unknown warships approaching fast. The ship's pilot warned, they do not belong to Earth. The aliens looked at each other. This was not just about Earth anymore. The galaxy was moving, and humans were at its center. Captain Marcus's voice came through the comm again. You wanted the truth. Now you see it. The war is coming. Vrak nodded. We will report to the council. But I fear this is only the beginning. The alien ship lifted off, leaving Earth behind for now. But the knowledge they carried was heavy. Humans were alive, strong, and ready. The galaxy could no longer ignore them. The stars were cold and distant as the Kylari ship moved away from Earth. Commander Vrak sat quietly on the bridge, deep in thought. The information they had gathered was more than just surprising, it was alarming. Humans were unlike any species. The Kylari had met before. Their biology, technology, and will to survive were beyond anything known in the galaxy. Vrak knew the council would need proof. But he also knew that humans were not a threat to be ignored. If anything, they were a storm waiting to break loose. The ship's sensors suddenly alerted the crew. On the planet below, vast movement stirred in hidden places. Deep underground, massive machines were awakening. Lyra, the science officer, stared at the screen. Commander, look at this. These are not normal machines. They are war machines, alive and powered by human technology we cannot understand. Vrak's eyes narrowed. How many? Hundreds, maybe thousands, Lyra said. They are coming online, rising from hidden bases. The Kylari crew exchanged worried glances. They had thought humans were weak. Now it was clear Earth was a fortress. Vrak ordered the ship to move closer. They needed a better look. Below, huge metal structures rose from the earth, towering war machines built for battle. Their design was strange but terrifying. These were Titans, massive mech suits controlled by humans, powerful enough to challenge entire fleets. The aliens watched in awe as a Titan's eyes lit up. Slowly, it stepped forward, its metal legs shaking the ground. The pilot inside moved. With precise skill, controlling the giant machine like an extension of his own body. Lyra spoke softly. This technology is beyond us. It's a fusion of biology and machine. Vrak nodded. We must learn more. Prepare for close observation. The Kylari sent small drones to watch the Titans in action. What they saw shocked them even more. The humans fought like no other species. Their Titans moved with speed and intelligence, using tactics that combined strategy, strength, and agility. They could crush alien ships and survive attacks that would destroy any other machine. Commander, Vrak met with Captain Marcus once again, this time on a neutral space station. Marcus was calm but confident. Our Titans are more than machines. Marcus explained, they are part of us. Human pilots train their whole lives to control these weapons. The bond between pilot and Titan is like nothing else. Vrak asked, why did you keep this secret? Marcus's eyes darkened. Because fear runs deep. Other species want to destroy us before we grow stronger. We had to hide our true power. Vrak understood. The galaxy was a dangerous place. And humans had learned to protect themselves in the harshest ways. As their conversation continued, Marcus revealed more. Humans had survived countless wars. Some fought on Earth, others in space. Their experience made them fierce and unyielding. They fight not because they want war, Marcus said quietly, but because they will not accept defeat. Suddenly, alarms blared across the station. The Kylari team rushed to their ship. Enemy fleet detected, the pilot shouted. Multiple warships approaching Earth's orbit. The situation was critical. The aliens scrambled to prepare defenses, but the humans were ready. From Earth, hundreds of warships surged into space. The Titans joined them, stepping onto battlefields beyond the planet. The fight was brutal and fast. The humans used their knowledge of Earth's environment and their Titans' power to outmaneuver and destroy the alien fleet. Vrak watched helplessly as his people's ships were torn apart. The humans fought like legends, unstoppable and relentless. After the battle, Vrak faced Marcus again. Your strength is incredible, Vrak said. The galaxy must know what you are. Marcus looked out at the stars. Maybe one day. But now we fight for survival. Vrak returned to the council with a heavy heart. Humans were not just survivors, they were warriors, who could change the fate of the galaxy. The discovery of the human war machine was only the beginning. The galaxy would never be the same. The cold darkness of space was about to become a battlefield. Above Earth, massive alien warships gathered, their weapons ready and minds set on destruction. They believed humans were still weak. They had seen Earth's defenses from afar and thought it was nothing more than a small, primitive planet. But they were wrong. Commander Vrak stood on the bridge of his flagship. His heart pounded with tension. The Kylari fleet was ready to attack, but something about this battle felt different. The humans had warned them, leave or be destroyed. But now the Kylari had come with weapons drawn. Prepare for battle, Vrak ordered, voice firm but steady. This will be a fight to remember. On Earth, humans watched the enemy fleet approach. Captain Marcus stood in the command center of a massive underground base. The room buzzed with energy as humans prepared their own forces for war. Activate. The Titans, Marcus said calmly. This is what we trained for. Deep underground, giant machines roared to life. The Titans, towering mechanical warriors controlled by humans, were Earth's greatest defense. They had waited silently, hidden from the galaxy, until this very moment. As the alien fleet entered Earth's orbit, the Titans rose from their hangars like ancient gods awakening from a long sleep. Their metal bodies gleamed under the sun's light, their eyes glowing bright with power. The Kylari fleet launched the first attack. Laser beams cut through space, missiles flew, and ships exploded in bursts of fire. But the humans were ready. One Titan, piloted by Marcus himself, stepped forward to meet the enemy. The giant machine moved with surprising speed and grace. It fired back with energy weapons that melted enemy shields and tore through alien hulls. The battle was fierce. The Kylari were skilled warriors, but they had never faced anything like the Titans. Each step of the giant machines shook the battlefield. Their pilots coordinated perfectly, using tactics that combined human instinct and machine precision. Vrak watched in disbelief as his ships were destroyed one by one. This cannot be, he muttered. How can these machines be so powerful? Lyra, standing beside him, shook her head. The humans have fused their biology and technology in ways we never imagined. The fight spread across Earth's orbit. Alien ships swarmed like angry bees, but the Titans were relentless. They crushed enemies with metal fists, blocked energy, blasts with shields, and fired devastating weapons that turned the tide of battle. Marcus fought bravely in his Titan. His every move was precise and deadly. He was a master pilot, but more than that, he was a symbol of human strength and determination. During the battle, a large alien cruiser tried to flank the humans' main base. Marcus noticed it and pushed his Titan faster. The two clashed in. A fierce duel, metal against metal, fire against fire. The cruiser's weapons struck hard, but Marcus's Titan absorbed the damage and fired back with a massive energy blast. The alien ship exploded, sending debris floating in space. The humans cheered over the coms, but Marcus stayed focused. The battle was far from over. Suddenly, more enemy ships appeared, more powerful than before. Vrak had called reinforcements. The battle grew more dangerous. The Titans formed a defensive line. They worked together, covering each other's weaknesses. The pilots communicated constantly, moving like one giant mind. In the middle of the chaos, Marcus saw a distress signal. One of the smaller human ships was under heavy attack. Without hesitation, he raced to help. The Titan's powerful legs carried him across the battlefield faster than any ship. He arrived just in time, blasting the attackers away and saving the ship. The humans' morale soared. They knew their warriors would not leave anyone behind. As the battle raged on, Vrak realized his fleet was losing. His ships were breaking, their numbers shrinking. He called for a retreat, but the humans were already moving to cut off their escape. The Titans marched forward, unstoppable. Their combined power shattered the alien fleet's formation. Vrak's flagship was hit hard. Systems failed one by one. The ship began to fall apart. In his final moments on the bridge, Vrak looked at Earth below, a planet full of life, strength, and now victory. Humans, you are not what we thought, he whispered. The Kylari fleet fled, battered and broken. Earth's orbit was clear once more. On the ground, Captain Marcus and his team celebrated, but the victory was bittersweet. We have won this battle, Marcus said quietly. But the war is not over. He looked to the stars, knowing other enemies would come. And when they did, humans would be ready. The battle of Earth's orbit had shown the galaxy that humanity was no longer weak. They were a force to be reckoned with, a new power rising among the stars. The battle above Earth's orbit had ended. The Kylari fleet was broken and retreating. But deep within the underground human bases, the war was far from over. Commander Vrak, now a prisoner, sat in a cold metal room. His armor was scratched and his hands bound. The human soldiers who captured him watched closely, but showed no fear. Captain Marcus entered the room. His calm eyes met Vrak's. You want answers, Marcus said quietly. I will tell you the truth about humanity. Vrak nodded slowly. I want to understand. Why are humans so strong? What is your secret? Marcus leaned forward. Our strength comes from our past, from pain, survival, and dark choices. The room's lights dimmed. A large screen lit up, showing images of Earth, forests, mountains, and ancient ruins. Marcus began the story. Long ago, humans were fragile, just like any other species. We hatched from eggs once. We were weak. Vrak's eyes widened. What changed? Marcus's voice grew serious. We faced extinction many times. Natural disasters, wars, diseases. We had to evolve or die. We chose to change ourselves. He showed pictures of ancient laboratories, where humans used genetics to alter their bodies. They experimented with DNA, combining traits to create stronger, faster, and smarter humans. Our ancestors became warriors. We became hunters and survivors. The weak did not live. Vrak listened carefully. But this is dangerous. Genetic. Engineering can create monsters. Marcus smiled faintly. Sometimes monsters are necessary. The screen showed images of soldiers with glowing eyes, enhanced muscles, and rapid healing. These are the first generation of enhanced humans. They fought to protect Earth, but that is not all, Marcus said. Our legacy runs deeper. He revealed ancient texts and symbols, secrets passed down for thousands of years. Humans had learned to control their minds in ways no other species could. We use mind control, telepathy, and heightened senses, Marcus explained. We can influence others, heal wounds, and predict attacks. Vrak felt a chill. This was not just physical power, it was something more. Marcus's voice softened. Many humans do not know these secrets. Only the chosen few carry the true legacy. Vrak asked, why keep these powers hidden? Because the galaxy fears us. Marcus replied, if other species knew, they would destroy us out of fear. Suddenly, alarms blared in the base. The room shook. Marcus's face grew tense. The ancient Titan is awakening, he said. You must see this. Marcus led Vrak to a massive chamber deep underground. There, lying dormant for centuries, was a giant machine, a Titan far older and more powerful than the ones in battle. Its eyes were closed, but slowly they began to glow. The metal body rumbled as it stirred to life. Vrak watched in awe. This is your secret weapon? Marcus nodded. The true face of humanity's power. When we awaken this Titan, no one can stand against us. The ancient Titan rose slowly, its movements shaking the ground. Its pilot, a human with calm determination, stepped forward to enter the machine. Prepare yourself, Marcus warned. The war has only just begun. Vrak realized then that humans were not just survivors or warriors. They were a hidden force. A legacy forged in fire and shadow. As the Titan powered up, the underground base prepared for the next battle. The galaxy's future would be decided by the hidden strength of humanity. The silence of space was shattered by thunderous sounds of war. Above Earth, the battlefield stretched across millions of kilometers, lit by flashes of laser fire and explosions. The alien fleets had returned, stronger and more determined. They believed humanity was a threat that must be crushed, but Earth was ready. Deep within a hidden chamber beneath the surface, the last and greatest Titan stood tall. It was unlike any other machine, massive, powerful, and alive with energy. Its metal plates shimmered with ancient runes, glowing softly in the dim light. The ground trembled as it awakened. Captain Marcus stood before the Titan, his eyes burning with fierce resolve. This was humanity's final weapon, a machine born from centuries of pain, struggle, and hidden knowledge. The true face of humanity. As Marcus climbed into the cockpit, he felt a surge of power. The Titan responded to his thoughts, moving as if it was an extension of his body. Together, pilot and machine were unstoppable. Outside, the alien fleet advanced, their ships darkening the stars. Commander Vrak, now a prisoner turned uneasy ally, watched from a distant station. He knew the war would end here, one way or another. The battle began with a deafening roar. The Titan stepped into space, its huge frame blocking the view of the stars. It fired energy beams that tore through enemy shields. Its fists smashed alien warships like toys. Alien commanders ordered their fleets to surround the Titan. Missiles and lasers rained down, but the Titan's armor held strong. It moved with speed no one expected from such a giant. Marcus's voice was calm but fierce in the cockpit. You will learn why humans never surrender. The Titan's movements were precise. It struck with power and skill, crushing enemies and protecting human ships behind it. Vrak watched, both amazed and afraid. Humans were no longer just survivors. They were apex predators in the galaxy. The alien fleet tried to retreat, but the Titan blocked their way. With a mighty leap, It destroyed the lead ship. Others tried to escape, but Marcus was relentless. Suddenly, the Titan unleashed a hidden power, a shockwave that rippled through space, disabling enemy ships and systems. The aliens were caught off guard. Impressive, Vrak admitted quietly. Marcus smiled. This is only the beginning. The Titan advanced deeper into the battle, pushing the enemy fleet back. Behind it, human warships followed, their crews. Inspired by the unstoppable force before them, the fight continued for hours. The stars burned with fire and destruction. But in the end, the humans stood victorious. As silence fell, Marcus looked out from the Titan's cockpit. Earth shone brightly below, safe for now. He knew this victory was hard won, but it was only the start. The galaxy had seen the true face of humanity. They were powerful, fearless, and ready. Vrak bowed his head. I have underestimated you. Humans are more than warriors. You are legends. Marcus nodded. We are the last hope for survival, not just for Earth, but for all who stand with us. The Titan powered down slowly, its glowing runes fading. But Marcus knew the machine would awaken again when needed. The galaxy had changed forever. Humans had revealed their true nature, a force no enemy could ignore.